Hello, and welcome to the Lakefront News. I'm Gabriel Torres. Midterm elections are around the corner, and our Lakefront reporter Santiago Reyes investigates how students can rock the vote.
The 2018 U.S. midterm election will be held on November 6. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of 100 seats in the U.S. Senate will be contested. The Texas Senate position is being contested by Republican incumbent Ted Cruz, who is up against Democrat Beto O'Rourke. Our Lady of the Lake University's Professor Lida Barnett has organized Rock the Vote.
Rock the Vote is an event that we're having in the mall area next Tuesday, the 25th.
Burnett says Rock the Vote will help students, faculty members, and the community help get ready for the midterm elections.
Where we can register people to vote. We'll also help you if you're already registered to vote, but maybe you forgot where to vote or you want to check your registration to make sure that you're still registered.
Burnett encourages students to vote.
We don't turn out the vote, then our views are not heard. Only the views of the people who are voting, only the views of the powerful, of corporations, of political action committees, wealthy donors, and so forth.
George Reyes tells us what he feels about midterm turnout.
I think that this midterm election, specifically with voting, I think that the midterms have always been, kind of a weak turnout. And since, we have Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz, they're neck and neck right now.
Students will be able to use Rock the Vote resources. One student we spoke to gave us their views on voting.
I think it's a good thing because you have not a say, but you have a vote. You have a voice. You can at least put a voice in.
Reporting for the Lakefront News, I'm Santiago Reyes.
Okay. Our Lady of the Lake is hosting a Dream Zone training to inform students and staff about the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, better known as DACA. I spoke with a student at OLU, and she gives us her story.
If it wasn't for him being able to bring me here to Our Lady of the Lake to study, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And I think it's a great opportunity for other students like myself to get that education.
Our Lady of the Lake student Maria Esther Lopez is talking about her father, who received Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, better known as DACA, which gave work permits to young immigrants brought here illegally when they were children. Lopez did not know much about DACA, but Our Lady of the Lake University wants to make sure all students are informed. This is why a Dream Zone training will be held on campus September 28th.
Is a training program that's designed for OLU faculty, staff, administrators, and students who are part of the lake who want to be a support or an ally for Dreamers, for DACA students, and for immigrants and refugees, and for Dreamers families as well.
Dr. Ezekiel Benya, the director for Center for Mexican American Studies and Research, says that this event is for those who want to support DACA students. Students
just become more involved in participating and feeling a part of the democratic process where their voice matters.
This event is free and also open to members of the community again. The training is Tuesday, September 28th at Providence West Social Room from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And they can learn a whole range of things about how to be supportive to our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Upon completion, students will receive a certificate of completion and a monarch butterfly sticker to let students know that they are here to help.
And that way, when a dreamer or a DACA or someone who perhaps has a parent who's not authorized, who is not a documented immigrant here in this country, that they know that we're here for them.
One of the biggest events at Our Lady of the Lake happened this week. Lakefront reporter Lauren DeLeon has gathered some details behind the event.
Spirit Day has been an annual Our Lady of the Lake tradition for over a decade. Current Student Government Association President Joseph Vasquez shares the purpose behind the event.
We celebrate the Holy Spirit on campus. It's a joint event with University Ministry and Students Production Board.
Vasquez even provided us with a schedule.
We have Mass at 11 a.m. and the classes are ended at 10:30. We go to Mass. After Mass, we have a little celebration in the mall area.
Vasquez says that Spirit Day helps students get involved on campus.
Get involved, experience campus events, experience the traditions we've been instilling for the past 15 years.
We spoke to student Mara Chavada about the event.
We're going to have many rides, including the G-Force, a dunk tank, and a climbing rock wall, and so students should come out.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Lauren DeLeon.
The Mets building at Our Lady of the Lake University could get new equipment if they are approved for a $5 million grant.
Our Lady of the Lake science professors and the Health Science Center are applying for a $5 million grant. Dr. James Hall, professor of biology, says the grant would be used for research and possibly new equipment for the Mets Hall.
It's called IRACDA, is IRACDA. That's the National Institute of Health grant program, and our version of it is called SABRE, San Antonio Biomedical Education and Research is what those letters stand for.
Mets Hall will be funded for 2020 to 2025 if they receive this grant.
To get an IRACDA, the partner institutions, the teaching institutions have to be majority minority serving institutions. So obviously Our Lady of the Lake and St. Mary's, more than half the students are Hispanic, and there aren't enough Hispanics doing biomedical research in comparison to the percentage in the population. And so that's the overall goal of the program is to expose more undergraduates, especially from underrepresented groups, to big-time biomedical research.
The group has been working on the grant since July and will not know if they get accepted until January or February of 2019.
If it's funded, it's right at $5 million for the next 5 years.
Students will be able to benefit from this grant with items such as new equipment. A student majoring in biology tells us why she is looking forward to seeing if the grant is given to Met's building.
I feel like the grant is going to help the science department a lot, since it's going to help us with research opportunities and for our professors to work on research at OLU and maybe get more equipment.
Dr. James Hall also says he is very happy that this application has been turned in and is excited to see the outcome. Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Erica Guevara.
The city of San Antonio has brought Lime S scooters to the lake, Our Lady of the Lake for only 15 cents per minute. Lime S providing OLU students with easy mobility through campus. Throughout the day, students can unlock these scooters for only $1 and rent them through an app on Google Play or the App Store. The app-enabled scooters are available for any time during the day and are located between 24th Street and Providence. Riding scooters is a first-come, first-served basis, so hurry up and rent yours before they're all gone. There has been changes made to the Lakefront newspaper and website. The Lakefront News wants to bring a family feeling to Our Lady of the Lake community by joining them about the events that will happen and by allowing students to participate in the paper. Lakefront editor Destiny Camacho talks about some of these changes.
Along with having them participate in the paper by submitting their artwork, poetry, and highlighting an organization each month. We also want to have a section which will inform you about other OLU campuses to show we are a family no matter how far.
Don't forget to check out the Lakefront News at www.lakefrontolu.com. Want to learn how to cook? OLU students are invited to a teaching kitchen session.
Students at Our Lady of the Lake University are invited to a teaching kitchen session, Meal Prep or Marquita, on September 24th at 3 p.m. in the Lakeview Apartments Amenity Center kitchen. Provost of the university, Marquita Evans, will be conducting the session and shares more about it.
We decided to partner with Chartwells. One of the things that I asked them to put on their agenda was ways to help our students to learn how to prepare foods in a healthy way and to understand the importance of good nutrition.
Dr. Evans explains what they will be cooking at the session.
Well, it's going to be a combination of things that a student can do in package and have throughout the week. So it's going to be a variety of different things.
Dr. Evans says any OLU student is allowed to participate in this event.
Students, period. That's the operative word, students. I'm trying to work with the faculty and staff, but this is all about the students right now. Because again, whether you're a graduate student or undergraduate student, we again want to make sure that you're eating healthy.
This event will be free of charge and there are perks for attending.
If you attend, there's going to be a gift that's given away.
Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Brian Bernal.
Stay with us. We have your weather news after this break.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
And now let's take a look outside. The lake has received a lot of sun this week after the weekend filled with heavy rain. You can expect more rain the rest of the week. With temperatures at low 90s, the week will be in the high 80s. Stay with us for the Sister of the Week after this break.
What?
And now let's meet this week of Sister of the Week.
My name is Sister Mary Bordelon, and I'm a Sister of Divine Providence. I'm on the General Council or leadership team. I started thinking about religious life when I was a junior in high school. I had attended a youth event that was sponsored by our diocese. When they did that and I went there, I was really inspired by what I saw, which was about 2,000 youth coming from all across the diocese and enjoying being religious. After that time, I began to think, well, maybe I should be a nun. And my first reaction to that was, no, I shouldn't be. But the question kept coming back and I realized I needed to explore that option. I became an affiliate, which is the first stage in 1977, so 41 years ago. I didn't officially enter until 1982. I made first vows in 1985. So that's 33 years ago. I started out as a high school religion teacher. And then after I made my religious formation, my studies to be a sister, I went into parish work and I worked in different parishes. I later worked for Catholic Charities, both in Beaumont, Texas, and eventually became the director of Catholic Charities back in my home diocese of Alexandria, Louisiana. And I was there for 7 years, including the time when Katrina had happened. And luckily for us, we were located in a part of Louisiana where Katrina itself did not strike us, but we got the flood of refugees. Following that, I came here and worked as director of mobile ministry for our congregation. So I went all over Texas and gave retreats to parish churches, to parish schools, and for all different kinds of age groups. So we did things for pre-K all the way up to adults. So we worked on that for, I was in that for 5 years. And then I got elected to the General Council of the congregation. Do I have any hobbies? Well, I like to read. I do a little bit of cross stitch, not as much as I like. And I love cats, so I have a cat. Her name is Lydia. And the reason I named her Lydia is because there's my favorite color is purple, and there's a passage in the Acts of the Apostles in the Bible that talks about St. Paul going to this town and meeting this woman named Lydia who sold purple goods. So I named my cat Lydia after her. I like to read mysteries a lot, but I also like other kinds of books as well. So sometimes I read history or science fiction or, anything like that. I hope anyone that would be interested in considering it would do so, because it is a wonderful way of life. And, people think sometimes, it's kind of going out of the wayside, but we do have some young sisters who are coming, and it's very nice to see them, and they're very excited about religious life. And so we would like to continue to see more people get excited about religious life.
Thank you for joining us for Lakefront News. I'm Gabriel Torres.